Hi, this is Lorenzo.
And this is Natalia. Welcome to the podcast Canadian Citizenship by North York Community House.
This is the space where our volunteers will read articles about some of the topics you may encounter on the test.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Lorenzo. How are you doing today?
Hi, Natalia. I'm good. How are you?
Not bad. So let's start another episode and we continue talking about sports on ice, but this time about something special. Can you make a guess about what game we can talk?
Sport on ice, maybe figure skating, maybe.
Maybe next time, yes. But today we are going to talk about curling.
Okay, curling. Okay. Have you ever played curling?
Lorenzo, I actually, even in Canada, I first time stood on the skis.
Oh, really? Oh my
yes,
God. Well, that's always the first time.
Okay, so what about you? Did you hear a lot or something about curling?
I know that it's now in the Olympics. Like it's a sport for the Olympics. And and actually I had a student who was in a curling team in Switzerland. Yeah.
Actually, when I spoke with some Canadians, they are really involved into this sport. One of my volunteers, she was a really active player of curling. So
yeah. And I tell you, because I had another student recently, actually, that she loves curling. Yeah.
Okay.
So
let's take a look closer to this game. Maybe we'll have another participants or maybe another group
members,
of people.
Team members.
Team members, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Asvini. Are you ready to learn more about Canadian culture? Canadian symbols, national sports, curling. What is curling and why is this sport so popular in Canada? So what exactly is curling? It might seem like an unusual sport with its weird brooms and constant sweeping on ice. The player has to deliver a stone from one side of the ice to a scoring area on the other side. But if you get to know the basics of the winter sport, you can see why so many people are fascinated by its strategies and the endurance required to win. Curling was invented in Scotland in the 16th century out on the frozen ponds. They'd take whatever kind of stones they could find and literally just throw them down the ice sheets. Stones were of varying shapes, sizes, and weights. Only in 1838, there was a move toward standardization of stones. Today, in Canada, we use iron curling stones, shaped like tea kettles and weighing about 19 kilograms, with different weights for men and women. However, you're not really lifting them, so that doesn't factor in too much. But you definitely need to be in shape to curl, at least at the competitive level. Some scientists are puzzled by the physics of curling, why the rocks move like they do. When you rotate the stones, they curl in the same direction that you rotate them in. This is very strange because for other objects in physics, when you spin them, they will curl in the opposite direction. No one knows why they do this, although there are a lot of theories. The most popular is that the force on the front of the rock causes some melting up front. This is very minimal, microscopic melting that in turn causes greater friction at the back of the rock. This leads to the rock curling in that direction. Curling is a team sport, played on ice where two teams take turns to slide stones toward a target, known as the house. Like many sports, curling has its own distinct terminology and rules that make it unique. The object of the game is to score the most points as you deliver or slide stones in a clockwise or counterclockwise direction down rough ice, called the sheet, to the button or the center of a house, or a target. The ice in curling isn't smooth like hockey ice. It's covered in little water droplets that make it kind of bumpy. This is called the pebble. The curling stones travel on the pebble, these water droplets, and that's what makes it curl. That is why curling earned the nickname the roaring game. A curling stone makes rumbling sounds when it's delivered and how it glides across rough ice. It's also a reference to the sound of brooms frantically sweeping away and melting ice to guide the stone to the button of the house. In addition, the sport is also considered chess on ice because it involves a lot of strategy and patience to defeat your opponent. One more interesting fact, all curlers must wear 2 different types of shoes while playing the game, a slider and a gripper. The slider is made of Teflon or stainless steel, which makes it slippery. On the other foot, you have a rubber on the bottom, which makes it more grippy. Curling is an essential element of grassroots Canada. Through its long history, it became a sport attractive to all levels of society, all ages of participants. This is the end. Thank you for listening, and now join Natalia and Lorenzo for some analysis of some words of the reading.
Well, okay, Natalia. So I guess now we know how to play curling.
And why it's game, actually, what was surprising for me, it's also a game where you have to think, not just play, not
I
just...
know.
It's like a chess, yes?
No, yeah. Do you like chess?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Oh, okay. I don't. I think, I don't think I'm good playing chess.
I think you'll be good. We just need to dig deeper.
No, maybe not. Okay, so let's dig deeper into our words, Natalia. So the first one is endurance. So endurance is the ability to continue doing something that is difficult for a long period of time without giving up. So, for example, we have our sentence here: running a marathon is a test of human endurance. Natalia, have you ever run a marathon?
Yes, I do, especially once again here in Canada.
Really? Oh, Natalia, your life changed in Canada.
It's true.
Okay. Right.
Okay, so let's go on. We have another word. It's actually an adjective. Maybe not too too new, but it's good to review. Bumpy, that is not smooth or maybe uncomfortable. For example, the road is bumpy, or we had a bumpy flight. But also this adjective can mean that you have a difficult time. For example, it was a bumpy ride. Bumpy.
Yeah. For example, when you're studying for an exam or something, it's a bumpy ride. Yeah, difficult time. Okay, our next word is connected to ice, and it's glide. So glide is a verb of movement, and you move smoothly and quietly. It usually doesn't take a lot of effort. So we have the example here, the skaters glide over the ice.
Okay, so another word, it will be an adverb, frantically. It means quickly and with a lot of activity, but in a way that is not very well organized. For example, they worked frantically to finish on time. Yes, they worked quickly and maybe hard, but not very organized.
Yeah. And the word makes me think about something rushed, like you're doing something like in a rush, like frantically. The sound.
Exactly. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, our next word is gripper. So in this case, we're talking about curling. So it's a pair of curling shoes, and it's a sneaker. And the sole of this sneaker is soft. It's rubbery, and it's good because it gives you traction on the ice, so you don't fall. And also we have the adjective grippy. So grippy, that something that holds on something tightly. And we also have here the picture in our handout, gripper.
Yes, about 2 different kind of shoes for this sport.
Yeah, it's interesting that I think every sport has its own equipment, like, from hockey stick and shoes and helmet. Yeah.
Yes, so this is all for today. And maybe from this point, a lot of our audience will take a look at this sport more closely.
Yeah, and maybe you never know, people will start playing curling, maybe.
Yes.
You never know. Okay, so thank you, Natalia, and see you next time.
Thank you, Lorenzo. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
This is the end of our episode.
Make sure to check out our Facebook page, Citizenship Test Preparation North York Community House, where you can find more information about our free preparation courses.
You can also visit our website, nych.ca, nych.ca, where you will find all the information and updates about our programs.
You can also find us on Instagram at Niche Online, LinkedIn, and Twitter.